Good morning, students. Welcome to our today's session. Today, I'm going to discuss about the introduction to phonetics. My dear students, did you hear the word before, the phonetics? What is the use of learning phonetics? Do you know? Yes, we can improve our pronunciation by learning phonetics. Let us discuss about what is phonetics, what is speech mechanism, what are the systems to produce sounds, etc. in this class. First, what is phonetics? Do anybody have idea about phonetics? Yes, phonetics is the study of the production, transmission, reception of the sounds of human speech. Students, human beings are different from other animals in that they have developed a language to communicate with one another. While we speak to the others, we use so many sounds. The study of those sounds is called phonetics. While we speak to the others, we can produce some sounds, we can transmit some sounds, and we will receive some sounds. So, phonetics is the study of the production, transmission, reception of the sounds of human speech. What is speech mechanism? The speech mechanism operates with the help of three systems, and each system comprises a few organs of our body. So what are those three systems? The three systems are the respiratory system, the phonatory system, the articulatory system. How the respiratory system functions? What parts will be used in the respiratory system? We will discuss now. The respiratory system operates with the lungs, the muscles of the chest, and the windpipe. The phonatory system is formed by the larynx. The articulatory system consists of the nose, the lips, and the mouth. Let us know what is the respiratory system. For the production of speech, we need an age stream mechanism. One of the three types of age stream mechanism is pulmonic. And most languages, including English, use an aggressive pulmonic air stream mechanism. That is, the air pushed out of the lungs. We know that the lungs are very spongy, elastic sacs which can expand and contract. When the lungs are contracted, the air is pushed out of the lungs, which passes the windpipe and reaches the larynx. See the picture. You can understand how the respiratory system operates with the parts of lungs, muscles of the chest, and the windpipe. The windpipe is also called as trachea. Now, the phonatory system. As mentioned above, the air from the lungs passes through the windpipe, at the top of which is the larynx. In the larynx, there are two vocal cords, which are like a pair of lips, placed horizontally from front to back. So in the larynx, we have two vocal cords. The vocal cords will be like a pair of lips, which are placed horizontally from front to back. They are joined in the front but separated at the back. The opening between them is called the glottis. Let us see the picture. Vocal cords. So this one is glottis. Okay, these are pair of lips like lips, and horizontally they are placed from front to back. They are joined in the front but can be separated in the back. Okay, and the opening between them is called as glottis. With the help of vocal cords, we can produce some voiceless and voiced sounds. When we breathe in and out, the glottis is open. This is the position for breath. And the sounds produced when the vocal cords are drawn apart are called voiceless sounds. What is voiceless sound? When the vocal cords are drawn apart are called voiceless or breathed sounds. For example, pin and tin. While producing pin and tin, the vocal cords are drawn apart and there will be no any vibration when we produce the sounds or the words like pin and tin. Look at the picture for voiceless sounds. So vocal cords are drawn wide apart. There will be no any vibration. The sounds will be produced very freely. That's why they are called as voiceless sounds. Then, what are voiced sounds? This vibration of the vocal cords is called voiced sounds. That means, if the vocal cords are held loosely together, the pressure of the air coming from the lungs makes them vibrate. That is, they open and close regularly many times a second. This vibration of the vocal cords is called voiced sounds. So look at the picture. Here, the vocal cords are held loosely together. The pressure of the air coming from the lungs makes them vibrate. So while producing these sounds, somewhat pressure will be there, vibration will be there. They open and close regularly many times for a second. This vibration of the vocal cords is called voiced sounds. For example, all vowel sounds in English and the consonants ba, da, ga. As in the English words bin, din, and gun. These are all voiced sounds. So is it clear what is voiceless sounds and what are the voiceless sounds and what are the voiced sounds? So this is respiratory system. The respiratory system functions or operates with the lungs, muscles of the chest, and the windpipe. Windpipe is also called as trachea. Now let us see what is articulatory system. The articulatory system consists of the nose and the mouth. There are two air passages above the larynx. This is to say, the air that we breathe in and out passes through one of these two passages. The two passages are referred to collectively as the vocal tract. These passages that form the vocal tract are divided into the oral tract and the nasal tract. In the larynx, there are two air passages. They are oral and nasal passages. The oral tract is the passage through the mouth and the pharynx. The nasal tract is the passage through the nose. How oral sounds will be produced and how nasal sounds will be produced, let us see. Look at this picture. This is oral tract and this is nasal tract. There are two passages in the larynx. So one is nasal cavity and another one is oral cavity. Okay? While producing oral sounds, we use mouth, lips. These are all will be used while producing oral sounds. What are the important parts to produce oral sounds? The roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth is divided into three parts. They are the alveolar ridge, the hard palate, the soft palate. Soft palate is also called as velum. So in the roof of the mouth, we have three important parts. They are the alveolar ridge, the hard palate, the soft palate. Look at this picture. This is roof of the mouth. This is alveolar ridge. This is hard palate. And in the end of the mouth is called as soft palate or velum. So, the soft palate can be moved up to close the passage into the nose. The air from the lungs has then to come out through the mouth only, and sounds produced in this way are called oral sounds. How can we produce oral sounds? Oral passage will be opened, soft palate will be raised, nasal passage automatically blocked. The soft palate moved up to close the passage into the nose. The air from the lungs has come out through the mouth only, and sounds produced in this way are called oral sounds. For example, pin, kin, and tin. These sounds are all produced with the oral passage only. See the picture. Oral passage. Automatically, nasal passage is blocked and soft palate is raised, and the sounds will be produced through oral passage only. The air cannot pass with the soft passage or nasal passage because of the soft palate raised. Yes or no? Automatically nasal passage is also blocked. Those are oral sounds. Next, how nasal sounds will be produced. If the soft palate is lowered, the nasal passage is open. If simultaneously the oral passage is closed, the air from the lungs comes out only through the nose. Sounds produced in this way are called nasal sounds. For example, ma, na, nya sounds, as in the English words lime, lion, and sing. So, how nasal sounds will be produced? If the soft palate is lowered, the nasal passage is open. If simultaneously the oral passage is closed, the air from the lungs comes out only through the nose. Sounds produced in this way are called as nasal sounds. Look at this picture. So, oral passage is closed, soft palate is lowered, and nasal passage is open. Nasal passage is open. So those sounds, for example, ma, na sounds. Okay? And next, there are some sounds during the articulation of which the air escapes simultaneously through the nose and the mouth. That is, the soft palate is lowered, thereby opening the nasal passage, and the oral passage is also open. Such sounds are called nasalized sounds. The soft palate is lowered, thereby opening the nasal passage, and the oral passage is also open. Both passages will be opened. Such sounds are called nasalized sounds. For example, the Hindi word ank. There are no any nasalized sounds in English language, but we have in some sounds we have in Hindi language. So look at this picture. Open, and here also nasal passage will be opened. For example, this one. Okay, next. Other parts of articulatory system is called the tongue. The tongue can take up a large number of different positions for the articulation of different vowel and consonant sounds. The part of the tongue opposite the teeth ridge when the speech organs are at rest is called the blade. The part opposite the hard palate is called the front. The part opposite that part of the roof of the mouth between the hard and soft palate is called the center. The part opposite the soft palate is called the back. And the part opposite the back wall of the pharynx is called the root. How many parts are there in the tongue? So many parts will be used by the human beings while producing the sounds. Look at the picture. So this is blade, this is hard palate, this is front part, and this is back part, this is soft palate, and this is alveolar ridge. The part of the tongue opposite the teeth ridge when the speech organs are rest is called the blade. This is blade part. The part opposite the hard palate is called front. Opposite the hard palate is called front part of the tongue. The part opposite that part of the roof of the mouth between the hard and soft palate is called center. So between hard palate and soft palate is called center. This is center. The part Opposite the soft palate is called back. This is back, opposite the soft palate. The part opposite the back wall of the pharynx is called as a root. This is a root. The lips. The lips play their part in the articulation of certain consonants. For example, the initial sounds in the English words pin, bin, and mine are articulated with the lips. The lips also assume different positions for different vowel sounds. For example, look at the picture about lips. First one, spreading, close lip spreading, neutral lip position, open lip rounding, close lip rounding. For example, if we take E, the lips will be spreaded. For E, the lips will be neutral. And for O sound, the lips will be rounded. I think you understood in this class about phonetics very clearly. So, phonetics is the study of the production, transmission, and reception of the sounds of human speech. So many parts will be used while producing the sounds by human beings. Okay, in the next class, we will discuss about the vowel sounds and the consonant sounds. Thank you, students.